So Draven is the tier 0 deck of the upcoming format in Riftbound. You guys might be wondering, Rahul, you already talked about Draven. Why are we talking about Draven again? Well, today we're going to be talking about this Turbo Draven deck that won the Bologna $5,000 Invitational Tournament. And this deck is just absolutely nuts. It basically plays like how an Annie deck would want to play, but is just so aggro, sees so many cards. It's one of the only decks in the format that can see every single card very, very quickly in its deck. And right now in a game where you can't really draw a lot of cards, you're seeing infinite cards very, very quickly. Now, the combo that this deck kind of abuses is these two, right? So you have the Seal of Discord, which you put into play whenever you get it. You tap one when you get it, but then it's just in play forever, and it adds one extra chaos whenever you need to use it. Called Shot here is also a 0, but it says you may play to look at the top 2 cards of your main deck, draw one, recycle the other, and then you may repeat this for the additional spells cost. So you could effectively look at the top 4 cards of your deck and take 2 cards that you see there. Now, while you're doing this, you're basically just like cycling through your deck pretty aggressively. You have stacked deck. You're winning combats. You have Scrap Heap to basically discard that to effectively get more cards in your hand. You have Traveling Merchant. You have the Vi in the mid game or late game where you can just slam the Vi, go fight or flight, and just basically, or like ride the wind Vi, like basically just get in there. Your Rebuke to basically buy yourself a ton of time. You have the Ezreal and the Fizz basically just to carry the end of the game. Like, let me show you guys what Ezreal does. Not this one. Basically, when you play, it's covering my face, my bad. When you play Ezreal, you basically discard a card and then draw 2. And then you have an optional rune to effectively pay a cost, an optional additional cost 1 rune or 1 less. So basically, you can now pay for this with your Chaos rune. You slam the Ezreal, and then now this makes everything like 1 less. And so now once you have an Ezreal in play, you can basically use your call shots for free. You can use everything else for free that you have basically like ready to go for you. You want to set up battering rams as well, which I'll show you what that does. Probably good to explain that. Battering ram is 1 less for each cost you've played, up to a minimum of 1. So basically you can spam a bunch of cards in one turn. So you can go like Called Shot, you can like Seal, Ezreal, Called Shot, Stack Deck, and then basically your battering rams cost 1. And so at this point, if you're playing these Seals and Called Shots for free, it counts as 1 cost played. You can go through your deck pretty aggressively, and then you just slam the battering rams. So you play like battering ram, because you're going through your deck pretty aggressively. And then you have these five might bodies basically just sitting on your board. So then you just make an all-out push for the next turn. And you have cards like Rasa the Sunderer as well, which this is a set 1 card, which you guys may have probably thrown into your bulk because it wasn't really worth anything. But Rasa is a 6 might 10 cost, but it says for 1 less for each card in your trash. So we're basically going to get a lot of cards in our trash very, very quickly due to using Scrap Heap, like just playing cards in general. Like we're playing a lot of 0-cost cards to accelerate through our deck very, very quickly. And we generate gold. We draw cards through Draven's combat win percentage thing. We're playing all these cards. We're just going through our deck very, very quickly. And in the process, we're going to be able to get these Rosas on board. So this is just a turbo Draven deck that accelerates to this Rasa Ezreal battering ram combo very, very quickly so you can overwhelm your opponent's board. While they're playing 1 card a turn, kind of just establishing their board, you're slamming like 10 cards in 1 turn. You're just going through your deck very aggressively. And if you guys haven't, you should be picking up these Seals of Discord. As you can see, it's been spiking pretty aggressively. Called Shot and Rasa. Well, Rasa's like up and down, but it's like $4 right now, it looks like. But besides that, the game is really fun. I'm excited for you guys to try it out, this deck. I'm going to make this short and sweet. But yeah, new Turbo Draven deck. Hope you guys enjoy it. Good luck.